In my mind, Ryan, Utah had a chance here. Before Luka Doncic came back, they had a chance to end this series. Be up 3-0, and when Luka comes back, have fun trying to come back from an 0-3 deficit, Luka. That is not the case. Luka came back in Game 4, and Dallas was up 2-1. So his team, Jalen Brunson especially, but his team did him a huge favor, was not down 0-3, in fact was winning the series, and was this far away from being up 3-1 before blowing a 6-point lead with like 25 seconds left, which is just ridiculous, and shame on you. But Luka comes out, drops 30 in his first game back. Second game back, really let it be known, 33 points, 13 rebounds. The Mavs dismantle the Jazz by 25 points, 102-77. And to me now, it feels like this series is over. Even if Utah goes back to Utah and wins and forces Game 7, the way they played in Game 5 was just so unbelievably disappointing, especially from Donovan Mitchell. 9 points on 4 for 15. You only got 37 points from your starters, period, in this game. That is horrible. You're a playoff team, and you got 37 points from 5 dudes that are your starters in the game in Dallas. I just don't see how they come back and beat Dallas after being demoralized with losing the games without Luka, and now Luka's back.
It's disappointing to me, and I don't even like the Jazz. I actually hate the Jazz. I dislike the Jazz so much. But I picked them to win the series, especially without Luka. I thought for sure they'd be up 2-1. Well, I guess I didn't know how many games he was going to miss. But if you told me he's going to miss the first 3, I'm like, oh, 2-1 Jazz easily. And that just wasn't the case, of course. Even it up 2-2, like you said, embarrassing in Game 5. And Donovan Mitchell has to be better. It doesn't really seem like he's played well in any of these games. I don't know, man. You gotta do it. This team's been together for a long time. Everything that I thought about the Jazz and why they could at least win the first round of this playoffs with the hampered Luka Doncic, it just hasn't come to fruition at all. And now you're getting cut up by Spencer Dinwiddie and Jalen Brunson. And no disrespect to either of those guys, but come on, man. You have Gobert, you have Mitchell. Before Luka came back, you had the 2 best players in the series, or what should have been the 2 best players in the series, and they really just haven't shown up at all. Gobert's been better. He's been better than Mitchell, I will say that, and I hate Rudy Gobert with a passion, but he's been better. The Jazz just haven't, It's like they don't want it, and you would think they have the coaching advantage too, and it just doesn't seem like a team that wants to play together or for each other at all. And I think if they lose this series, especially if they lose in Game 6, they're going to have some sweeping changes in the offseason.
It's crazy because Donovan Mitchell wasn't bad to start this year. 34 points in Game 1. I think he had another 30-plus points in Game 2 or Game 3. He had 25 or so, 23, something like that in Game 4. That was, not great. And then this one was terrible. Absolutely terrible. But I'm looking at the rest of their stat line here. Jordan Clarkson did his job off the bench. But that's it. Gobert had 17 points. Not otherworldly by any means, but he's not an offensive machine anyway. He's there more for the defense. But if I'm Utah, if you can find a way to keep Mitchell and Gobert together, if I'm Utah, I'm sweeping everybody else out. I'm finding everybody else for my other 3 starters because what you have is not getting it done. You've had time after time after time in the playoffs, and every time you have fallen short.